Okay, welcome to Big Mo's Kitchen. Today we are going to do chicken, baked chicken, and I'm going to use some garlic, some rub here, barbecue chicken rub, and I'm going to use a pan that I'm going to put it in. So I'm going to start with some avocado oil that I'm going to lube my pan with, because I don't want this to stick in my pan. So just a general coating of avocado oil to get started. And I'm going to layer these into my pan back and forth to where I can get a good, so I want to season them back and forth to where they don't cover each other up. I kind of get one going forward, one going backwards. You can put them in here however you want. So let's get these here. So I like to do a mixture when I do my seasoning for my chicken. I like to lay down a salt and pepper so that we get a little seasoning for the base, to make sure that we get enough seasoning to the bone. So let's start with some salt and pepper, some good old-fashioned salt and pepper. Okay. So one side salt. Maybe a bigger pepper than I have. Okay. There we go. All right, so we got a base of salt and pepper. Okay. I got some paprika here. Some people like smoked paprika. You can use that as well. So I'm gonna lay down some smoked paprika over my chicken. Okay, just a layer of that. And my Montreal seasoning. Sprinkle a little bit of that. Okay. And then I like garlic pepper. Alright. Sprinkle some garlic pepper. And then finally, I got some Delta sweet barbecue rub. Now I'm going to make sure I get this pretty heavy, okay, over all the chicken. Now this is just one side of the chicken, okay. All right, see that? Now I'm going to turn to the other side because I want to make sure I got season all the way around. So I'm literally turning the chicken to make sure I got good coverage all the way around, okay. So I'm turning it. Take my time turning it. Turning. Okay. Turning. And I already got my oven preheated to 400. Some people use 350. And the goal is to get the chicken up to at least 375. Make your turn on. You want to check the internal temperature and make sure that it gets good and hot and stays that temperature 45 minutes or longer. So here we go. Got the salt layer. I'm gonna get my pepper. My pepper layer there. Okay. Alright. The paprika layer. Okay. Here you go, my garlic salt. And you can, of course, you can use whatever seasoning you want. This is what the seasoning that I chose. Because my Montreal. And then I'm going to come back with my rub. And the rub is going to be kind of heavy, okay? But that's what's going to give you that real barbecue season that you're going to want. It's going to go through the meat, okay? Now, I'm going to pour a little bit of chicken broth, not on the meat because I don't want the seasoning to come off. I'm going to pour it around the edges because I want it to kind of be, I want it to get a little gravy. Just a little chicken broth, okay? All right. And then I'm going to cover this up. I don't need a lot. Okay. Move it around, make sure it doesn't stick. And then I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 35 minutes, and then I'm gonna use my temperature, my meat temperature gauge to make sure it get up to at least 345, 355, depending on, this is dark meat, to make sure it's fully cooked. And then I'm gonna come back and then show you what I got, what it looks like, okay? All right, thank you for joining Big Mo's Kitchen 2025. Please subscribe, and we'll be back shortly to show you what this looks like. Thank you, see you shortly.